Well, hey there moviegoers, it's Alex again with another edition of Talkies. This week I'd like to talk to you guys about Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids is the new comedy movie, rated R, directed by Paul Feig and starring Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, Rose Byrne, and Melissa McCarthy. The film is about a woman named Annie, whose childhood friend is getting married. Naturally, Annie's friend asks her to be her maid of honor. Over the course of planning for the wedding, Annie's life starts to fall apart, and consequently so does her relationship with her friend. And as she's trying to pull everything back together, hilarity ensues. That's what that means. I think it's important to point out that this is the final film appearance of Academy Award-winning actress Jill Clayburgh. Clayburgh died of leukemia on November 5th, 2010 at the age of 66. She will be missed. Kristen Wiig plays the main character Annie in the film, but also acted as the film's co-writer with her friend Annie Mumolo. I'm an enormous fan of Wiig's. She is a comic genius, which is evident by her work on Saturday Night Live. And she's just so cute. I think she really needed a role like this, just so she can show you everything she's capable of. In this one role, she showed so much range in both her acting and comedic style. You can tell this was a fun role for her to play around with. Next is Maya Rudolph, who plays Annie's best friend Lillian. Rudolph has also worked on SNL in the past, and now does some little films here and there. I'm a big fan of Rudolph's as well. She makes her humor her own, but also has a great capacity for the more serious things. In Bridesmaids, she was great. She made the character her own, she had awesome chemistry with Wiig, and she's just always a ton of fun to watch. Next is Rose Byrne, who plays Helen, one of Rudolph's character's newer friends. Helen is superficial, competitive, and in a lot of ways really mean. She's the main antagonist of the film. At first she didn't strike me as very funny. I didn't like her enough to laugh at her gags, but after a while you'll start to see why she got the role. It ended up being a very funny and interesting role that was an excellent contrast to Wiig's character. Lastly is the wild card, Melissa McCarthy. McCarthy is one of those people, like Zach Galifianakis was in The Hangover and like Steve Carell was in Anchorman, that has just always been around. But then they get that one supporting role that really puts them out there. McCarthy's character Megan is the one you will be quoting and laughing about all the way home. You really have to see her to believe how funny she really was. Absolutely 100% put this movie over the top. So thinking about it, I can really only find two flaws in this film. One, it wasn't as consistently funny as I would have liked. There were plenty of laughs, but not one after another like you'd expect. The second thing is that it was a little gender bias. I mean, it's a movie about bridesmaids, so how much can they really make for guys? Having said that, I do think guys will appreciate this humor and love this movie. It's the same studio that did movies like Knocked Up and The 40-Year-Old Virgin, so it's that kind of humor. But some of the jokes are just for the ladies. Other than that, it is the must-see comedy right now. It was so carefully constructed and so well written, and it just had so much heart. It does go against certain expectations we tend to have when watching movies, especially comedies. But it does it in a way I don't think you'll mind. I couldn't ask for a smarter, fresher, or more versatile comedy film. This one is a winner. In conclusion, I would like to give Bridesmaids a 9 out of 10. This is one of those near-perfect comedies that I think will go down as one of the funniest. So that is it for this week's edition of Talkies. Signing off for FingerLakes1.com, my name is Alex Sinacropi, and what I really want to do is direct. I'll see you guys later.